Going into the woods alone at night can be downright terrifying. But what if you stumble upon something or someone you'd rather not face? Tonight, we're uncovering 6 of the most spine-chilling encounters ever caught on camera. These stories will have you thinking twice before ever setting foot in the woods alone again. Let's jump straight into the first unsettling encounter. But before we begin, just a quick warning. The last video is truly disturbing. The first video tonight comes from Trent Weldy Outdoors, a YouTube channel that follows the journey of Trent Weldy, a former filmmaker who left behind the conventional lifestyle to embrace off-grid living, survival skills, and deep wilderness exploration. It is November the 19th, 2020, and at a remote, undisclosed location in Florida, Trent and a small group head out for a rustic weekend filled with campfire cooking, kayaking, and exploration along the Ocklawaha River near a large dam. Everything starts out peaceful until night falls, and something deeply unsettling breaks that calm.
Hi, we're out here again at a undisclosed location. We're got the fire going, got some charcoal, a little bit of charcoal in there as well. Gonna grill up a couple burgers real quick. Hopefully they come out pretty good. Put some Worcestershire and some Everglades on them, and we should be pretty jam up. Probably gonna make some mashed potatoes as well, and chow down. And then we'll so we got here kind of late. It was dark. We're having a little trouble finding a good spot, and then we found this one, got this fire going, and we'll catch up with you guys, I guess, a little bit later. Maybe take a look at the burgers when they're done. You can't really see it at all. So this is the dam. Only dam I know of in Florida. It's pretty wild. Can't see anything. I did forget, hopefully you can hear me, I did forget to film the burgers. We had bacon cheeseburgers, and they're pretty phenomenal actually. They're really good. But made up that quick fire, grilled up the burgers on some foil and some bacon, lettuce, tomato, and all that. And they're pretty good. We'll catch up with y'all in a bit. So here's the other side of the dam, the high side. You can see all the wood. I don't know if you can see it, but this is all wood right here. Just all like river, you know, washed wood. And then out there is all lily pads. It's pretty hard to see, I guess, but it's pretty wild. So I don't know how well you can see it, but there's, I'm set up here in the car, in the back seat. And I have just a blanket, seats laid down, and wadded up, made a makeshift pillow for there. Put the cooler to the side. It's just long enough to fit. Been wanting to do this for a while in this car, just to see. It's a little bit cramped. If I took this cooler out, it'd make a big difference, but I just don't really want to put it out. Anyway, I'll catch up with you.
After enjoying a relaxed evening by the fire, eating bacon cheeseburgers, and taking a stroll around the dam, Trent decides to call it a night. He settles into the back seat of his car, ready for some rest. But unknown to him, his night is far from over. Something, or someone, is about to disturb that peace.
Guys, in a bit.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but so I'm sleeping in my car in a parking lot, and there's somebody walking around between our cars. He's walking around both mine and Dustin's. He tried to open my door, but luckily my car was locked. Hopefully he goes away. This is crazy. He's just like looking at everything. He's like looking up against the window. This is crazy.
So here we are in the parking lot here. We just got up. I went to the bathroom a little bit ago, but got up for good now. And there's a trail in the woods, so whatever was walking around the car, it looked like it was up on two legs like a human, but whatever it was come out of this trail and went down into the woods somewhere. I don't know. Definitely not going to be staying here again tonight, though, that's for sure.
In the middle of the night, he's jolted awake by the unmistakable sound of footsteps outside his car. Then, someone, or something, starts trying the door handles and even peers through the windows. He stays completely silent, trying not to alert whoever's outside. When morning comes, a search of the area reveals tracks leading back into the woods. Whoever, or whatever, was out there didn't get in, but they were close. And here's the truly chilling thought. What if the doors hadn't been locked? Was it just a thief, or something far more sinister? That's the scary part about car camping. You may feel safe behind those windows, but sometimes that thin barrier is the only thing standing between you and something with far worse intentions. Quick question. Would you ever camp alone in the woods, not knowing who or what might be out there with you? Or do you prefer to stay warm and cozy in your own bed, watching others brave the unknown from the safety of your screen? The next horrifying video comes from Nomad Unknown, a YouTube channel that inspires viewers to embrace adventure and explore the wild unknown. Through compelling vlogs and solo journeys, the creator shares what it's like to truly live off the beaten path, backpacking through some of the most remote and striking locations in the US. It is February the 11th, 2023, and on her first backcountry trip of the year, the hiker ventures solo into the rugged Superstition Mountains of central Arizona. After prepping meticulously, scouting water sources, checking in with rangers, and plotting a careful route along Bluff Spring Trail, she sets out for what she expects to be a rewarding escape into nature. The first day is exactly that. Beautiful vistas, peaceful solitude, and a satisfying physical challenge, until she reaches LaBarge Canyon. That's when things begin to shift.
Nervous about this camp. Yeah, I just feel a little uneasy about it. Maybe it's just been such a long time since I've camped out in a tent in a place that I'm not familiar with, that the feeling is coming from that, but also part of my logical mind just reasons that, you know, I'm here because of the proximity to water, and the wild animals that live in this area have the same interest. And when I first got here, I heard some rustling of what I'll say is a mammal up the hill just away. And yeah, it makes me nervous. I mean, this is definitely an established campsite for humans, but also just in the tree right above my tent is bird feathers. And looks like something happened to the bird. And I didn't discover that until after I just finished setting up the tent. But whether I'm right here or over there, I don't know that it makes much of a difference. And there's also an odor. I don't know if somebody just didn't handle their business properly and did it too close to camp, or I don't know if I'm smelling an animal or something, but I'm a little bit disturbed. But this is where I'm camping for tonight, so time to suck it up, buttercup, you know?
Hey! Get out of here! Get out of here!
Okay, whatever that is, it is not intimidated by me, and I can't see anything, but I can hear it, and hopefully you can hear it too, to know I'm not crazy. I got 1 liter of water. I'm getting out of here. I'm not staying here tonight. Are you freaking kidding me? It's not even dark yet. Right, I'm out of here.
After a long day, she sets up camp beside a scenic lake, hoping to enjoy a quiet night under the stars. But something feels off. A strange, foul odor lingers in the air, and bird feathers are scattered unnaturally around the site. Her concern deepens when she spots what looks like an animal, or something else, lurking just out of view in the bushes nearby.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be dramatic, I swear. Like, I heard some stuff when I first got there, and I figured I had scared it away. And even though it smelled weird and I was feeling nervous, I was like, mind over matter. It's fine. You're fine. Just tell yourself you're fine. I got about 1 liter of water out of that spring. Would have loved to get more, but that fact that whatever that animal was making that much noise. It was not a bird. It was not birds. And it was not intimidated by me at all. So I know there's no way I would be able to sleep there tonight. I mean, there's a spot even right here. Like I would feel even more comfortable, but not doing it. I'm just gonna hike for a while back out the way I just came. And I do intend to camp here tonight because there's no way I'll make it out of the canyon or out of the wilderness back to the car before dark. So I'll just look for another site. I did see a few sites that I passed on the way in that were not near the spring. And one
She tries to scare whatever it is away, making noise and shining her light toward the bushes. But it doesn't budge. Whatever is out there just stays, watching. That's enough for her. She trusts her instincts and decides not to stick around to find out what's hiding. She quickly packs up and moves to a different spot. This unsettling moment is a powerful reminder. When you're alone in the wilderness, trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Don't second-guess that instinct. It might be the very thing that keeps you safe. Sorry to interrupt the video, but if you're enjoying it, please consider liking the video and subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us to continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now let's get back to the video. The next chilling video comes from Brendan Explores, a UK-based YouTube channel centered around stealth camping, budget travel, and the pursuit of van life dreams. Brendan often documents his solo overnighters in unconventional locations, balancing adventure with caution as he navigates life on the road. It is August the 22nd, 2022, and what starts as a peaceful and familiar overnight trip quickly spirals into an unnerving and potentially dangerous encounter. After a laid-back day visiting a car auction and relaxing at Alderford Lake, Brendan returns to a secluded spot near Roddington Industrial Estate, an area he's camped at before without issue.
You just imagine now, Doris screaming to Derek, "Derek, they're back again! The Travellers!"
I remember when the Travellers came in '86 and they made a right mess. Oh, I'm gonna ring the village hall. Calm down, Doris, calm down.
So this is tonight's spot. It's parked up on the back of Roddington? Yeah, Roddington Industrial Estate. I knew this place from a few years back when I shot a music video on that private road. Look at that skyline. Not a bad little spot, this. There's the bridge, and just beyond that bridge is a little stream that runs across the tree line there. Last time I was here, these fences weren't up. These are new, so you used to be able to walk all the way down to the water's edge, but not today. But I'll settle for this. It's already getting quite dark in here, actually.
Driving down a quiet, off-the-grid road, Brendan arrives at his chosen camping spot, an empty car park tucked away from public view. He begins to set up for the night, looking forward to a calm, undisturbed evening.
I think I'll put my front curtain up when the light starts to die. I'll join you back in a sec when it gets a little bit darker. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to film much of the next segment of the video because I was so freaked out, and I apologise about the abrupt ending, but this was the first time I've had to abandon a camp, and it really annoyed me. Someone's just pulled right in front of the car with full beams on. Just get out and go. Get out and go. It's 10 o'clock at night. I cannot be asked to go and find another park up. Scratch this video.
But just as he's winding down, the mood shifts. At around 10 p.m., a random car pulls into the lot, parking deliberately with its headlights aimed straight at Brendan's vehicle. It's an odd and unsettling move. Why stop here? And why shine the lights directly at him? The unease is immediate. Rather than wait to find out the stranger's intentions, Brendan makes a split-second decision, jumps into the driver's seat and drives off, choosing safety over confrontation. Thankfully, he escapes unharmed, but the experience serves as a sobering reminder. When you're stealth camping, especially alone, you're sometimes only one moment away from danger. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What would you have done in his shoes? Perhaps it's not the animals we should fear most, but other humans. In the dark and desolate places we explore, it's often the unexpected presence of another person that turns a thrilling experience into a truly terrifying encounter. The next shocking video of the night comes from Exploring Intuition, a YouTube channel created by Jason, an avid outdoorsman who shares his journey through nature and adventure, and often the unexplained. It is May the 29th, 2020, and in this particular video, Jason revisits a place shrouded in mystery, Dead Man's Hollow, located in southern Ohio. After a previous unsettling experience there, he returns in daylight hoping to explore it with a clearer head. The area is steeped in eerie folklore, with one of the more chilling tales involving a traveling salesman who was reportedly murdered there in the 1700s. As day turns into night, the tone shifts. Jason, trying to test the atmosphere, yells a Ric Flair-style woo into the woods, just to break the tension. But unexpectedly, something seems to respond.
Anything cool happens. Okay, well, I had a moment. I thought it would take some time to tell you guys the story of Dead Man's Hollow, at least as far as my understanding of it is from the research that I've done. Legend has it back in the 1700s there was a traveling salesman that came through the area. It was a well-known shortcut back then, and it was rumored that he was attacked and killed by Native Americans, and his body was found in sort of a makeshift grave with a headstone on it that said a dead man and a date. There's a lot of stuff to that story that doesn't make sense depending on what time of the 1700s it was. The Native Americans were pretty much eradicated from this area, so more than likely he would have been killed by just some highwaymen that would have been waiting through the area. But guys, that's the story of Dead Man's Hollow as far as I know. There was a long time ago somebody was killed back there and they found a tombstone. There's something over there coming off that hill. You can hear it. I don't know what that is. Like a big old buck. Can you hear that? I hope that come out on camera. It was like a kind of like that. Like a big buck snorting or something like that. Then you got a whiff of me and turn around and went the other way. So the closer.
Quick question. Do you guys believe in urban legends, or are they just stories passed down to entertain and scare? Let us know in the comments below.
It gets to nightfall, the more alive it becomes out here. It is just so humid out here tonight. Everything is drenched. My headlamp is drenched. My hat is drenched. My clothes are drenched. It's like a jungle. It's kind of cool. Alright, it's definitely starting to get dark. And thought I heard something coming this way, but it stopped. No, there it was again. It's on the other side of that road this time. Seems like tonight's that's where the action's at. I'm gonna walk over this way, check it out. Something is right over there. It's doing the same thing it did last time I was here. Every time I start moving, it moves. That is the weirdest thing. I can hear it moving in there. But I can't hear anything over top of that whippoorwill. That doesn't sound like a buck to me. A buck would have just moved on or ran across by now or something. Hope you guys like spooky locations. Gonna be plenty more of those coming in the future. But we're still doing plenty of camping too. Find a way to mix camping and spooky locations. Alright guys, so don't think less of me, but I've kind of always wanted to do this, and it seems like an appropriate place. So I'm going to let out my Ric Flair call and see what happens. Whoa! That was a pretty good woo.
As the last light of day fades, and only a faint moonlight filters through the treetops, strange sounds begin to emerge from the woodland. Jason approaches the trees cautiously, but each time he moves, the sounds mimic his steps. He points out that if it were a deer, or even a buck, it would have bolted by now.
I did hear it echo pretty far back in there. Oh my God. There's something over there. That is so crazy. One moment there's nothing, and then right next to you it sounds like there's footfall or something. What is that? All right, I guess we'll just give that woo time to marinate. See what happens. Thought I heard something up there walking around. Did you hear that? It's just right up there. Whatever it is, it's just right up there. Did you hear that? Can you hear it? I just heard it back on this side of the road. It's like they're all around, whatever they are. I'm reluctant to say the word that maybe I'm thinking of, but I don't know what else to call it. I did that woo, and I don't think whatever that was liked it too much. But it's starting to get pretty quiet. I think I'm gonna head out here soon. Park's gonna close in 45 minutes or so. Got about an hour left before the park closes. I'm gonna give it a little while longer, and then I might head out. Hey, so I am back at the Jeep now, and I gotta admit this is kind of one of the freakiest times for me, waiting to leave. But the park's going to close here in about 20 minutes, and I want to get out of here. I don't know if I'll come back here again in the future, but there is definitely something going on out here that I can't explain. I got a lot of creepy, cool little spots like this, though, that I want to go check out before I come back here. So I think you guys...
Getting closer to the tree line, Jason enhances the audio, and what we hear is chilling. There's rustling, deliberate movement, the snapping of twigs underfoot. Whatever is out there isn't running away. It's staying close. So what do you think? Was it just an animal being unusually bold? Or could it have been something far stranger? Something that doesn't scare off so easily? Maybe a cryptid, a skinwalker, or even the restless spirit tied to the legend Jason mentioned at the start of the video. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments. This one leaves us with far more questions than answers. There are countless things in this world that we don't fully understand. And sometimes, the true dangers lie in the unseen things that go bump in the night or whisper from the shadows. The next video comes from The Journey is the Destination, a YouTube channel that blends solo exploration, wilderness survival, and paranormal investigation, often venturing deep into the unknown. It is January the 30th, 2025, and in this chilling video, an adventurer named Jay returns to the Withlacoochee Forest in Florida, a remote and eerie stretch of woods known for its strange history and unsettling atmosphere. Jay had previously documented bizarre tree knocks and unexplained sounds here, but this time he came back alone at night with just a flashlight and camera to uncover more, or perhaps to confirm what he already feared.
Looking like this amount of this water over here hasn't gone down yet. Alright, I got the red light on, so it might be a little bit dark. I'm gonna do some tree knocks and see if we get any responses. Sounds like somebody just shot.
As Jay prepares to do some tree knocking, hoping to provoke whatever made the sounds during his last visit, 3 loud, piercing gunshots ring out from deep within the forest. The sudden noise immediately puts him on edge, and rightfully so.
I know you can't see me right now, but I do not understand how this always happens to me. Like, it is literally 12:30 at night. It's almost like they're looking for me. He was out with a flashlight, now he's back out with the flashlight again. What the f is going on? God, I wish he would just leave. I hope I'm not witnessing somebody dumping a body or something. I'm also feeling really vulnerable because if it's just a drunk redneck out here and he decides to start shooting his gun off, oh God, that could be bad.
Still trying to make sense of the situation, Jay suddenly realizes he's not alone. He spots someone else out there, another figure moving in the shadows of the woods. Given the gunshots just moments before, this is more than unsettling. Jay begins to worry about the worst-case scenario. Is this person dumping a body?
But it sounds kind of like he's dragging something. I want to walk and get closer to see what they're doing. But you saw the ground here. There's so many of those cypress knees everywhere. I'd probably just kill myself trying to get closer. And thankfully, other than a few of these here and here, which I did hit, but I was able to creep my way in pitch black up to behind this tree at first. So at first I was over here, kind of squat down watching what was going on over there. just turned the headlights out. Looks like they're setting a gigantic brush fire. Like they put something on the ground, then they covered it up and are setting a big brush fire. I mean, the amount of stuff he's laid on the ground, that's no normal little fire. That is absolutely weird. I want to get out of here, but I don't want to walk next to somebody that's starting a fire that big. That's not normal. And then I eventually did not know all this stuff was here and have no idea how I managed to miss all of this, but I somehow came through here and had worked my way up till I was right there behind that.
At this point, what would you guys do in his situation? I'd probably try to get out of there as quietly and quickly as possible, without being seen. Let us know what you would have done in the comments below. Jay tries to make a stealthy escape, creeping slowly through the underbrush, hoping to remain undetected. But then, loud banging echoes from deeper within the trees. It's impossible to tell what's happening out there, but whatever it is, it doesn't sound good.
about 2 seconds away from just starting to walk that way to go around him, and then he shot that gun. I don't know what to do now. I don't really want to get shot. I don't want to get eaten by anything out here. I can't see in the dark either.
Just as he's nearing a way out, Jay spots it, a figure by a fire. And then, almost instantly, 5 ear-piercing gunshots erupt again from the same direction. This is the second time someone has fired shots during Jay's exploration, and this time, he's much closer. Whoever is out there, whatever they're doing, it's terrifying. A strange man, alone in the woods at night, starting fires and firing shots with no explanation. Was he just messing around? Or was it something far more sinister, like covering up a crime? Thankfully, Jay makes it out safe. But this encounter could have ended very differently. What do you think was really going on in those woods that night? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments. This one definitely raises more questions than answers. Before the next clip, if you are enjoying the video, please drop us a like and consider subscribing. We upload new creepy videos weekly. Now, back to the video. The last and most disturbing video of the night comes from NBG Films, a YouTube channel known for capturing eerie and mysterious moments, often set in the stillness of the wilderness. It is January the 31st, 2009, and during what should have been a laid-back night under the stars, a group of campers had a chilling brush with something not quite human. Gathered around a fire, the group is joking, sharpening sticks, and commenting on the smoke. Everything feels relaxed until one of them hears something off in the distance. The moment is brushed off as maybe a shy animal lurking nearby.
This stick's getting pretty damn sharp, eh?
Oh, the smoke is in my face.
Well, you've been sharpening it for like 2 hours.
No.
You hear something?
The dog.
Okay.
Probably shy though.
Here, I'm gonna take pictures of him.
This stick's getting pretty damn sharp, eh?
Oh, the smoke is in my face.
Well, you've been sharpening it for like 2 hours.
No. No.
You hear something?
Later, while reviewing their footage, they noticed something they didn't catch in the moment. In the flickering light of the fire, just beyond the edge of their visibility, a strange figure briefly appears. The way it moves, the way it looks. It's not easy to explain, but whatever it was close. Too close. It's unsettling to think they spent the night unknowingly sharing their campsite with that thing hiding in the bushes. Fortunately, no one was harmed. But the real question remains: what did they actually catch on camera? A skinwalker? A cryptid? Something else entirely? Let us know what you think in the comments below. One thing's for sure: after watching this, you might think twice before camping near thick brush again. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these 6 spine-tingling encounters, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more chilling and terrifying videos. There's always another mystery waiting to be uncovered, and you won't want to miss what's next. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.